listen to the Mid-Ohio Rock Show.
Yes.
Mid-Ohio Rock Show. All the dirt that you need to know. What's going on with your favorite band? And whether rockin' in my heartland. Mid-Ohio Rock Show.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Mid-Ohio Rock Show. I'm Tommy Barnes, glad to have you aboard. You know, we're out of the Dead Soul Studios today at the Bisman Company. We came a little bit west over to Crestline, and as you can see from all of this really cool stuff around me, we're at P13, Precinct 13. Really thrilled to be able to bring some music video kind of information to you today instead of our local normal rock stuff. Over here to my left, Mr. Robert Kurtzman, which I'm sure a lot of you folks have seen from movie fame and a lot of these cool things around us. House here also deals with the video side of things, and we thought we'd talk a little bit about that. Robert, awesome having us here in Crestline at the studios with you guys. Quick overview, obviously what you guys do is pretty much all around us here, man.
Well, we make movies. I've been making movies for 28 years, and I started out in the effects business, making monsters and creatures and CGI and digital effects and everything, and then started directing and producing and working on film stuff, and then moved back to Ohio here, built the company, and we started doing music videos over the last few years with House, who's directed most of the music videos, Mushroom Head and various groups that we've done. So just kind of throwing the creative stuff out there and trying to keep busy.
Cool, and you guys have also worked where we actually filmed down at the Bisman building too. You've done some music videos there, right, House?
Yeah, we did Dawn of Ashes. Filmed the movie The Dead Matter there as well, which we did a couple years ago.
Kind of felt like home at the Bisman Company.
Yeah, it did.
You're walking in there, it's a little creepy as it is, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely, and it's also very comfortable. It's a creepy and comfortable place to work. I enjoy it.
Some of the other videos that you've worked on as well, we're talking about music videos themselves. You're looking forward to kind of expanding in that genre, I guess?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're a lot of fun to do, music videos, because they're kind of quick and they come in and then the music drives the plot. And I'm a huge music fan, since a child, and I love all music and music videos, so it's very natural. And then with the place here, it's a full production studio and playground, so it's perfect.
MTV, to me, as far as videos kind of fallen off the wayside, do you really feel like this is more going towards the internet, the Facebook, the YouTube, and things of that nature, or even the band's websites?
Yeah, absolutely, because we don't have the luxury of MTV video after video being turned on in new music. So now it's really up to the fan to go search them out. I want to see a particular video of a band that I'm interested in. Guess what? I have to go to their website. I have to go to YouTube. But that's just the way it is. So there's still no reason to make them cool and creative. You just have to find a different way of seeing them.
Absolutely. And talking about seeing them, are you still able to use a lot of the things in reality, things you can touch and feel versus maybe some of the digital stuff you can create, or just a big combination of both?
Yeah, a big combination of both is always great, but as you can ask Bob the same question, but I prefer to have something in camera as much as possible. So I like the practicality of whatever we're doing, but yes, there's some things now with digital where it's absolutely necessary, and things you can't achieve, you can in the digital world. And here at Precinct 13, we do both.
Bob, what's the difference between Creature Core and P13?
Well, P13 is our entertainment company, and it was the initial company I started to produce movies and the music videos and things through. And then the Creature Core, we kind of branded out the Creature Core as our effects company when we launched the effects stuff and the haunted attraction line. So Creature Core is like the core group of artists, you know, that build all this crazy stuff. And we kind of just separated out the entertainment company because we wanted something that was more directed toward the effects world.
I would imagine, with that said, that you have quite a few people that come in and out of the door. I'm sure you've got your set staff of folk that work here, but depending on the project you're working on, whether it's movies or video with house, you're going to have folks coming in with a certain expertise to help with that project.
Yeah, it depends on the movie. Sometimes, like we did this movie Hiss, which we shot in India. It was a snake woman movie, and we did all these costumes and creatures and stuff. And on that show, we had guys from LA come in who I've worked with over the years as well out there, and we needed to augment the crew, and we brought in a couple painters and sculptors, you know, and they came in 3 or 4 weeks and then split. So it really depends on the size of the show, but yeah, you can, you know, we have a great group of guys here, and we can pretty much handle everything in-house, but there's those, you know, certain times where the schedule dictates bringing in additional people in.
And you guys, Robert, have also found, too, that filming around the Mid-Ohio area has really been beneficial with some of the projects you've worked on.
Well, it's great. Well, you know, they're not jaded back here. They're actually interested in what we're doing. So, and we know a lot of people, and we have access to a lot of things and a lot of locations. And, you know, there's a lot around here that, you know, frankly, in other states or, you know, out west, you can't find certain locations that look the way they do back here. You know, it's just a different environment in the Midwest and different architecture and stuff. So
plus, you've got your comfort zone here, having grown up in Crestline.
Yeah, and I know everybody, so it's like you can find, like if we need something, we can find it, which is great.
Yeah, I guess if you need a cold beer, you can go down to Just Joking and grab one if you want, right?
Yeah,
hang out there.
Yeah, if you need a bar, you can go shoot in a bar. You know,
absolutely.
So,
you know, I wanted to ask you something. On TV recently is this new TV show called Face Off. You guys check that out at all?
Yeah, I've seen a couple.
Your thoughts on it?
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see a competition with you know, them doing what we grew up doing. So it's kind of interesting to watch their approach and, you know, different personalities.
Has the phone rang and said, "Hey, Bob Kurtzman, come on out and be one of our judges yet?"
Not yet.
Interested?
Maybe. I don't know. Depends on how much time it takes away, you know, from running this. So.
Yeah, and obviously you're 100% busy here all the time. Music videos, how long does it take start to finish to kind of get the whole production of thing done? Is it a day, 2-day process?
Well, again, it depends on what you really want to do. You know, I mean, if it's a simple a live video or a rehearsal room video with 2 camera, obviously you show up, you would do it, and you know, depending on how fast your editing is or how many cuts that the band wants, is it mostly 1-2 cuts, or is it cut to the beat of the drum, which is hundreds of cuts. So it really depends on how extensive the actual video is, or the pacing of the song.
What kind of sets need to be built?
Exactly.
What kind of props?
And then we get into the crazy world. Yeah, like we have an altar I'm looking at right now that we built specifically for a music video. So yeah, the list goes on, and we do everything everything has a little bit of creep show factor here. So.
What about post-production? I mean, when you think about a band going into a studio, they're going to be sitting in the studio, kind of mixing everything together. Do the artists have the same input with a music video and working with you after the fact?
It depends on, again, who they are. If they're technical savvy, Mushroomhead guys are pretty technical savvy. They can create their own videos. They know how to shoot and how to edit. So yeah, with Mushroomhead, there might be some more influence on editorial, while some bands don't want to touch it and they just want to see a product. So it really depends on the technical savvy of the complete artist, you know.
Yeah, usually when we do the Mushroomhead stuff, they come down, and after Dave does his cut, they come down and they give sets of notes. They sit in there and actually tweak with him.
Yeah.
And they know how to run the edit system, so they'll play with it, and then, you know, they'll leave and he'll fine tune it, and it's kind of collaborative in that sense.
Right.
Amazing. You know, talk about the internet for a quick second here. You guys have got some pretty cool things, these webcasts. I think the last one I saw, episode 22. Robert, why don't you tell us about some of those?
Yeah, we started doing basically a Monster Garage with Monster Makers, you know, kind of like a little 5-minute web thing in it to draw attention to our site, and also to make everybody aware of what we're doing for our a haunted attraction line of products, and so it's just kind of a little behind the scenes of like the day-to-day stuff going on in the shop, whether it be making a mold or sculpting something, and a little bit of our stressed out personalities and you know, some of that stuff coming through. But it's just kind of there to let everybody know what it's really like to work in an effects shop.
Absolutely. Why don't you give everybody an idea where they can find that on the internet too, by the way?
That you can find that on, well, it's on YouTube and everything now too, but you can get it at www.creaturecore.net. So that's our site, and every Friday we have a new episode up. And you know, sometimes they're technical and explaining how we do something. Sometimes they're more fun, us goofing off, shooting little movies with like these guys cutting my head off or my arm off or something, you know, which we did a week ago.
Mid-Ohio Rock Show!
Well, I'll tell you guys, we appreciate your hospitality, inviting us in here to P13. Best wishes to you. I know we'll probably bump into you maybe down at the Bisman building sometime, the Dead Soul Studio. Folks, appreciate you joining us here on the Mid-Ohio Rock Show. I'm Tommy Barnes. We'll catch you next time.
Show.